Beloved soul, welcome to Sacred Echoes. I'm so glad you're here today because what you are about to hear is not by accident. You were guided to this message for a reason. The angels have something they want to show you, something that will bring light to questions your heart has been holding for a long time. They are saying, your soulmate's identity is being revealed, and it's someone you never expected. Before we begin, take a deep breath and open your heart to receive this message fully. If your spirit feels something stirring already, type "I receive" in the comments below. When you do, you're not just typing words, you're activating your faith, showing heaven that you're ready to receive what's being prepared for you. The angels are saying that you've been sensing change in your energy. You might not have known how to describe it, but lately, things feel different. You've been dreaming more vividly, feeling emotional for no clear reason, or perhaps remembering people from your past unexpectedly. This is not coincidence. It's divine movement. The universe is aligning things in your favor. Your soulmate's energy is entering your awareness. The angels say that for many of you watching, the person you've been praying for, the one destined to walk beside you, is not who you imagined. It's someone you may have overlooked, misunderstood, or even thought was just passing through your life. Heaven wants you to know that sometimes the greatest blessings come disguised as ordinary people. God hides destiny in places where you least expect to find it, because divine love is never about appearances. It's about alignment. Isaiah 55:8 reminds us, "For my thoughts are not your thoughts, neither are your ways my ways, declares the Lord." The angels are saying that this is exactly what's happening in your love story. You had a vision of what love should look like, how it should arrive, and who it should involve. But God's version is different. His plan is bigger, deeper, and perfectly timed. The person heaven has chosen for you might not fit your old expectations, but they will fit your soul. You may not have noticed them because they came into your life quietly, without grand gestures or romantic words. Yet, their spirit has always resonated with yours. They've seen you in moments when others overlooked you. They've admired your strength, your compassion, and your faith, perhaps from a distance, perhaps in silence. The angels say this person carries familiarity in their energy because your souls have known each other before, not just in passing, but deeply, spiritually. When your paths first crossed, you might have felt an instant connection you couldn't explain. Maybe you brushed it off thinking it was nothing, but it lingered. That's because it was more than coincidence. Heaven was giving you a glimpse of what was to come. Proverbs 3:5-6 says, "Trust in the Lord with all your heart and lean not on your own understanding. In all your ways submit to Him, and He will make your paths straight." Beloved, this message is your reminder that even when things don't make sense, divine timing is still working perfectly. You were never forgotten. The person who is meant to love you has been walking their own road of transformation, just as you have. For some, this person is someone already in your circle, a friend, an acquaintance, or even someone from your past. You might have assumed that chapter was closed, but God is rewriting the story. The angels are saying this connection is being renewed with clarity, maturity, and spiritual growth. You both needed time apart to learn what true love really means. You both had lessons to face before you could meet again as whole souls instead of broken pieces. For others, this person may be new, someone who enters your life soon but who feels strangely familiar. The moment you meet, your spirit will recognize them even before your mind does. You'll feel it in the peace that washes over you, in the stillness that replaces anxiety. Heaven is saying that your heart will know before you have the words to explain it. Corinthians 2:9 says, "No eye has seen, no ear has heard, no heart has imagined what God has prepared for those who love Him." That is the energy around your connection right now. Something so unexpected that it takes your breath away, yet so peaceful that you'll feel completely safe within it. The angels are saying that this person was hidden from your awareness for a reason. You weren't ready to see them before because your spirit was still healing, your focus was still learning, and your energy was still shifting. Heaven doesn't reveal blessings until you can recognize them. But now, your eyes are opening and your heart is ready. You've been asking God to show you who your soulmate is, and this message is your confirmation that revelation is coming. Pay attention to who appears in your life in the coming days, not just romantically, but spiritually. The person heaven has prepared for you will bring calm, not confusion. They will encourage your faith, not test it. They will see your worth, not question it. Matthew 6:33 says, "But seek first the kingdom of God and His righteousness, and all these things shall be added to you." The angels say your love story is not built on luck, it's built on faith. You have been putting God first, even when it hurt, even when you didn't see results. That obedience is unlocking the next chapter of your life. This person who's coming toward you has been praying too. You might not realize it, but they've asked God to bring them someone who understands their soul. They've been through their own heartbreaks and lessons, and now they're ready for something real. Heaven has been aligning your hearts, preparing your minds, and refining your paths so that when you finally meet or reconnect, the timing will be divine. Psalm 37:4 says, "Delight yourself in the Lord, and He will give you the desires of your heart." The angels say this verse is unfolding for you right now. God is fulfilling the very desire He placed inside you, not to test your patience, but to reward your faith. This connection won't come through striving or searching. It will come through surrender. The moment you stop chasing what isn't meant for you, the door to what is meant for you opens wide. Heaven works best in stillness. The more you trust, the more you attract what's aligned with your spirit. Beloved, the angels are revealing that your soulmate's identity has been near your awareness before. Maybe you had a passing thought about them. Maybe their name or face has surfaced in your mind without reason. You might have dismissed it, thinking it was just coincidence, but it wasn't. Heaven has been whispering their energy to you for some time. You've probably also been feeling waves of emotion that come out of nowhere, moments of warmth, nostalgia, or even peace that you can't explain. That's because your soulmate is thinking of you, praying for you, or dreaming of you. Your souls are connected by a spiritual cord that distance can't sever. Even before the physical meeting or reunion, your energies are communicating. The angels say your soulmate is someone you least expect because God needed to surprise your heart. You've healed from old versions of love that were not aligned with His plan, and now you're ready for something sacred. The one you thought you wanted was only preparation for the one who's meant for you. The angels are saying, the one who truly sees you is the one you never saw coming. Romans 8:28 says, "And we know that all things work together for the good of those who love God, who are called according to His purpose." Every heartbreak, every delay, every moment of loneliness was part of this divine weaving. Nothing was wasted. Everything you've experienced has led to this revelation. This person, your soulmate, carries a light that matches your own. They may not have been obvious to you before because their season of readiness hadn't arrived yet. But heaven has been working quietly, transforming them, healing them, and preparing them to recognize you the moment they see you. The angels say they've been feeling your energy too. You appear in their thoughts unexpectedly. They feel drawn to certain places, memories, or songs without knowing why. That's the universe synchronizing your paths. When you meet, it won't feel new. It will feel like a homecoming. Psalm 32:8 says, "I will instruct you and teach you in the way you should go. I will counsel you with my loving eye on you." That's exactly what's happening now. You're being divinely guided toward this person, step by step, without even realizing it. The angels want you to trust what you feel. Don't second-guess the inner peace you sense when you think of them. Don't ignore the nudges that lead you to reach out, visit a certain place, or start a new project. The universe often uses simple actions to bring divine encounters into motion. For some of you, this revelation will come through a conversation. Something that feels ordinary but holds extraordinary meaning. You might notice that when you talk to this person, you feel lighter, as though the atmosphere shifts around you. That's your soul recognizing familiarity. For others, this person will reappear after time apart. The angels say reconciliation is possible because this time it's different. The lessons have been learned. The timing is right, and the energy between you is healed. Ecclesiastes 3:11 says, "He has made everything beautiful in its time." Heaven is saying this is your time. The beauty that once seemed hidden is now being revealed. The connection that once felt impossible is now becoming inevitable. Beloved, the angels are saying you won't have to question this. The signs will be undeniable. You'll see synchronicities, divine timing, and peace that confirms everything. You'll feel God's presence when you're around them. That's how you'll know it's real. Beloved, the angels are saying that your heart has entered a sacred space of recognition. This is the season where heaven begins to lift the veil between what was once unseen and what is now ready to be revealed. You are beginning to sense the truth behind the mystery of your soulmate's presence. What was once hidden from your awareness is slowly coming into focus. And what you are about to discover will bring both peace and divine surprise. The angels whisper that your spirit has already recognized this person on a soul level. Even before your mind could make sense of it, your heart felt something. Maybe it was a moment when their name suddenly crossed your mind, or a day when you couldn't explain why you felt an overwhelming warmth, as if love itself was standing near you. This is how heaven speaks, softly, gently, through energy and intuition. Your soul knows the truth before your mind does. The angels say that your soulmate's identity might completely surprise you because this person doesn't fit the image you once held of your ideal partner. Perhaps they look different than what you imagined, or their background, career, or lifestyle is not what you thought would align with yours. But love chosen by heaven isn't about similarity. It's about balance. It's about two souls, carrying what the other needs to grow. God's wisdom often brings together opposites to create wholeness. Proverbs 19:21 says, "Many are the plans in a person's heart, but it is the Lord's purpose that prevails." The angels say this is what's happening in your love story. You may have made plans, prayed specific prayers, or even created mental lists of what you wanted in a soulmate. But God has been shaping something even more divine, a connection. That aligns with your higher calling, not just your preferences. You've gone through seasons where you questioned love itself. You wondered if you were asking for too much, or if maybe you were meant to walk alone. But heaven wants you to know that your heart's desire for connection is not random. It's divine. God placed that longing inside you because someone exists who carries the matching flame. Every tear you shed, every lonely night you prayed, every time you chose faith over fear, those moments were not wasted. They were shaping the version of you that's now ready to receive love in its truest form. The angels say your soulmate has also been walking through their own transformation. They have experienced heartbreak, disappointment, and confusion. There were nights when they asked God why things never seemed to work out, not realizing that the waiting was making room for you. Heaven was preparing them to love you with the tenderness and respect your soul deserves. Isaiah 43:19 says, "See, I am doing a new thing. Now it springs up. Do you not perceive it?" The angels say this verse mirrors your current energy. Something new is emerging, something beautiful and unexpected. You are entering a phase where everything that once seemed delayed begins to move swiftly. Divine timing is not slow. It's perfect. And when it finally unfolds, you'll understand why you had to wait. Beloved, there were people you thought were the one, but they were only lessons. They were necessary to teach you what real love is not, so that you would recognize what real love truly is. The angels are saying that your soulmate will not bring confusion or pain. They will bring peace. When you meet or reconnect, the energy will feel gentle, effortless, and safe. You'll feel as though you've known them forever. Even if your connection is brand new, the angels want you to listen carefully to your emotions when this person enters your space. They say your spirit will feel stillness, not anxiety. The peace that comes from God is never accompanied by chaos. Philippians 4:7 says, "And the peace of God, which transcends all understanding, will guard your hearts and your minds in Christ Jesus." This is the kind of peace you'll feel around your soulmate. An unshakable calm that tells you this connection is divine. For some of you, the angels are showing that your soulmate has already appeared in your life, but the timing wasn't. Right before, maybe you met them briefly, or your paths crossed in a way that didn't allow love to bloom. But now, the energy is shifting. The angels are rearranging circumstances so that what was once impossible becomes possible. There will be a moment soon when paths cross again, but this time, the connection will ignite. For others, the angels are revealing that this person may come through divine surprise, perhaps through work, travel, mutual friends, or even online. You won't be expecting them. You'll simply be living your life, focused on growth and purpose, when suddenly you'll meet someone whose presence feels like destiny. And deep inside, your soul will whisper, "This is different." The angels are smiling as they show this image, two souls drawn together by unseen threads of light. You both have been guided by dreams, coincidences, and divine timing that are all leading you toward each other. You may have seen repeating numbers, heard love songs that stir something inside, or felt emotional waves that make you stop and reflect. These are signs that the universe is weaving your stories together. Romans 12:12 says, "Be joyful in hope, patient in affliction, faithful in prayer." The angels remind you that this is the energy that brought you here. You have been faithful, even when you didn't see results. You've believed in divine timing, even when others told you to give up. And because of that faith, heaven is now rewarding you with the revelation of what's been promised. Your soulmate may not be who you thought, but when you see them through spiritual eyes, you'll understand why they are perfect for you. This person will mirror your growth, not your wounds. They will reflect the healed version of you, not the one that was still searching. They will love you in ways you never knew you needed. The angels are saying this love will feel like redemption, not just for you, but for both of you. Your soulmate has also been praying for you, even if they didn't know your name. They've been asking God to send them someone loyal, kind, understanding, and full of faith. They've been asking for peace after storms and joy after heartbreak. And heaven's response to their prayer is you. The two of you are divine answers to each other's faith. Beloved, the angels say to be ready for divine rearrangement. Things in your life may suddenly shift. Plans, friendships, or even places you frequent. You might be guided to go somewhere unexpected or take a step that doesn't seem logical. That's heaven positioning you for divine alignment. Nothing happens by accident. The universe uses both small choices and major changes to lead souls to each other. Psalm 37:23 says, "The steps of a good man are ordered by the Lord, and he delights in his way." Every step you take now is part of a divine sequence. The timing, the place, the meeting, all of it has already been written. You're simply walking into the chapter that's been waiting for you. The angels say your soulmate's energy is already thinking about you. Even if you haven't met, they feel a sense of longing they can't explain. They've been reflecting deeply on love and purpose. They may even have moments where they sense your energy through dreams, intuition, or sudden bursts of emotion. That's because heaven is activating your souls to recognize each other. The connection between you is spiritual before it becomes physical. This means that your hearts are communicating through energy and prayer long before you speak face to face. That's why you may have been feeling restless lately or emotional for no clear reason. It's not random, it's resonance. You're feeling your soulmate's soul calling out to yours. The angels say this person could be closer than you realize, possibly in your community, your work environment, or a shared social space. You might have met them casually before, but didn't sense the depth of what lay beneath. The reason it wasn't revealed earlier is simple. The moment wasn't ready. Both of you had to evolve spiritually before the truth could emerge. John 4:18 says, "There is no fear in love, but perfect love drives out fear." The angels say that this next phase of your love life is not about fear or hesitation, it's about courage. Your soulmate may have been afraid to express their feelings before, but now the fear is dissolving. They are gaining strength, clarity, and conviction. Heaven is whispering to them, "It's time." Beloved, your angels want you to prepare, your heart to receive, not to search or chase, but to align. Keep your energy pure, your thoughts loving, and your faith strong. You don't need to force what's divinely meant for you. All you need to do is stay open. The right person will not pass you by. When this person enters your life or reappears, there will be signs everywhere confirming it's them. You'll notice patterns, repeated numbers, unexpected songs, or conversations that feel guided. You may even feel time slow down when you're near them. That's how divine energy works. It makes the moment sacred. Beloved, the angels want you to rest in the knowing that what's yours cannot miss you. God's plan is not fragile. His promises are not delayed. Everything you've prayed for in tears is being prepared in love. Psalm 126:5 says, "Those who sow with tears will reap with songs of joy." The angels say your reaping season is here. The tears you shed in private are about to be turned into laughter, companionship, and peace. You're about to experience the kind of love that feels like home. Before we go deeper into what your soulmate is currently thinking and how you'll know they're ready to step forward, take a moment right now to strengthen your faith. Type "blessed and ready" in the comments to show heaven that your heart is open. Beloved, the angels are saying that right now, your soulmate's heart is in deep reflection. They have been sensing something powerful stirring in their spirit. An undeniable pull that leads them back toward you or toward the space where your energy is. It's as if something within them knows that their life is about to change. They might not have the words to describe it yet, but their soul feels it, and their heart is responding even when their mind can't fully understand. This person has been carrying emotions they don't often speak of. They've been through disappointments, heartbreaks, and quiet seasons where they thought love might never return for them. The angels say they've been praying in their own way, even if not aloud. They've been asking God to send them clarity, to reveal who is meant for them, and to help them let go of whatever has held them back. Heaven has heard every single one of those prayers, and the answer is unfolding in divine timing. And you are a part of that divine plan. Jeremiah 33:3 says, "Call to me and I will answer you, and tell you great and unsearchable things you do not know." The angels want you to understand that this is what's happening for both of you right now. God is revealing truth to your hearts that you could not see before. Things are being uncovered. Feelings that were hidden, intentions that were unspoken, and realizations that change everything. The angels are showing that your soulmate may have been around you longer than you think. For some, this person is already within your circle. Maybe a friend, a familiar face, someone who has supported you quietly but never stepped forward. They have admired your faith, your patience, and your light. They've seen you at moments when you didn't even realize anyone was watching. And though they've wanted to express their feelings, something always stopped them. Fear, timing, or the belief that you might not feel the same. But heaven is removing those blocks now. The angels say that divine timing isn't just about when you're ready, it's also about when your soulmate is ready. God doesn't unite two people until both hearts can meet in peace, not pain. That's why there were delays, why doors closed before, and why certain people left your life. Every ending was a sacred setup for a better beginning. You needed time to heal, to learn to love yourself, and to build faith strong enough to handle a love that's built to last. Your soulmate has been on a similar path. They have been learning what real love looks like. Not fleeting, not shallow, not temporary, but something rooted in God's presence. They've had to let go of old versions of themselves. They've had to forgive people who wronged them, and even forgive themselves. The angels say that as they did, light began returning to their heart. That's when your energy began to appear in their awareness more and more. They might not understand it, but they feel peace when they think of you. You are a reflection of what their spirit has been praying for. Psalm 46:10 says, "Be still and know that I am God." Heaven is saying this to both of you. The love that's forming doesn't need to be rushed or forced. It's happening naturally, as God intended. Stillness allows recognition. When you both finally come face to face again, whether for the first time or the first time in a new way, there will be stillness. The noise of doubt, confusion, and fear will fade. What remains will be truth. Your soulmate has moments where they think of you and feel something they can't explain. They may even have dreams that involve you, moments of nostalgia that don't make sense, or random flashes of emotion that feel like longing. The angels say these moments are divine messages, preparing them to act. Heaven is whispering to them that it's safe to move forward, that it's time to stop hiding behind fear and step into purpose. The angels reveal that your soulmate's hesitation in the past was never rejection. It was divine protection. God was shielding you from premature connection. They needed to mature emotionally and spiritually. They needed to become the kind of partner who could handle your depth, not just admire it. And now, they are evolving into that version of themselves. They are being reminded of what truly matters: love that honors God, love that brings peace, and love that supports purpose. Matthew 19:6 says, "So they are no longer two, but one flesh. Therefore what God has joined together, let no one separate." Heaven is saying that your connection carries divine covering. No outside force, no past wound, and no misunderstanding can separate what God is preparing to unite. The angels are showing that your soulmate may even feel drawn to reach out to you soon. They may begin finding reasons to talk, reconnect, or simply be near you. You might notice communication opening up, or you might encounter coincidences that lead you to cross paths again. Trust these moments, they're not random, they're orchestrated. You might also find that people around you begin to speak words that mirror what you've been praying about. Small confirmations from heaven through everyday conversation. That's because the spiritual realm is aligning with the physical. What was once just a whisper in your spirit is becoming a reality you can touch. The angels are saying this love will be different. It won't feel rushed or dramatic. It won't demand your energy or test your peace. It will flow. This person will want to build with you, not just be with you. They'll talk about the future, not out of fantasy, but with intention. They'll see you as a partner, not a project. Beloved, the angels say to keep your focus on God during this season of revealing. Do not let doubt cloud your vision. You may not see the full picture yet, but your intuition knows what's real. God is showing you glimpses, flashes of truth, because He's preparing your heart to receive the fullness. Your soulmate is also feeling guided to make a move they never expected to make. For some, this might mean reaching out after silence. For others, it could be stepping out of their comfort zone to express feelings they've been hiding. The angels say that courage is being poured into their spirit right now. The same divine power that parted the Red Sea is parting fear and confusion in their heart so that they can walk toward what's destined. Psalm 32:8 says, "I will instruct you and teach you in the way you should go. I will counsel you with my loving eye on you." This verse is heaven's reassurance that both of you are being divinely guided. Every step, every delay, every nudge has been under divine supervision. The angels say to prepare yourself emotionally for this shift. Your soulmate's presence in your life will awaken feelings you might have thought were gone. But this time, you'll experience love through maturity and peace, not uncertainty. You'll feel secure because the connection will be rooted in faith. The universe is already moving pieces in your favor. Unexpected opportunities, random invitations, or divine appointments may appear soon. These are not distractions. They are doorways. Step through them with trust. Every small decision could be the bridge that leads you closer to your destined meeting. The angels say that when you finally recognize each other, everything will click. You will understand why it couldn't have happened sooner, why every heartbreak was necessary, and why every unanswered prayer was actually a redirection. You'll look back and see the hand of God in every detail. Romans 15:13 says, "May the God of hope fill you with all joy and peace as you trust in Him." The angels remind you that this next chapter of your love story is filled with joy and peace, not worry or confusion. God's promises bring assurance, not anxiety. Your soulmate is about to step into their season of action. They've been in a time of reflection, but now their heart is stirring with courage. The angels say they're realizing that love cannot be postponed forever. They're beginning to understand that holding back would mean missing out on something sacred. So they're gathering their strength and preparing to move. You might sense their energy before it happens. You may feel sudden waves of calm or unexpected excitement. That's your spirit tuning into what's coming. The veil between you is thinning. Heaven is aligning both your steps, both your hearts. Beloved, trust what you feel. The same God who whispered this connection into existence will make sure you recognize it when it arrives. You won't have to doubt. You won't have to chase. It will come naturally, through grace, not effort. Before we move into what happens next, the divine confirmations you will see right before your soulmate's arrival. Take a moment right now to declare your faith. Type, "I receive what's mine in divine timing," in the comments below. When you do, you're showing heaven that your heart is open, your faith is active, and your spirit is ready. And if this message is resonating with you, beloved, please take a second to like this video so that others who need this same encouragement can find it. If you haven't already, make sure you subscribe to Sacred Echoes and turn on the notification bell so you never miss a divine message. Every message here is meant to strengthen your faith and remind you that your story is unfolding perfectly, one step at a time, under divine guidance. Stay with me, beloved soul. In the next part, the angels will reveal what your soulmate's next move will be, what signs will confirm that the connection is about to manifest, and how God's divine hand is already working behind the scenes to bring this love into your life. Beloved soul, the angels are saying that your soulmate is already feeling a divine pull to move toward you. This pull is not driven by desire alone, it's spiritual. It's something deep inside them that keeps whispering your name in moments of silence. It's a quiet call that they can no longer ignore. They feel you, even when they try to distract themselves. They sense something in their spirit that says, "There's someone I'm meant to find. There's someone my soul already knows." Heaven reveals that your soulmate has been guided by signs just like you have. They're noticing repeating numbers, unusual coincidences, songs that stir emotions, and dreams that carry your energy. They may not fully understand what's happening yet, but God is awakening their spirit. He's preparing them to step into the truth of this connection. The angels say that for so long, they've been living in a space between surrender and fear, wanting to believe in divine love but unsure if it could ever happen for them. But now, faith is overtaking fear. Isaiah 60:22 says, "When the time is right, I, the Lord, will make it happen." The angels are repeating this over your connection. The right time is arriving. The moment that heaven has written into both of your destinies is approaching quickly. Every delay you've experienced, every no, every moment of silence, has been preparation for this yes. The energy around you is shifting because divine timing is moving into motion. Your soulmate is beginning to remember the truth of their heart. They've realized that the love they've been searching for isn't found in perfection, but in peace. They've gone through relationships that looked promising on the surface but left them feeling empty inside. They've learned that connection without spiritual grounding is temporary. And now, they're ready for something sacred, something guided by heaven itself. That something is you. The angels say they've been watching you from afar in one form or another, maybe through social media, in passing conversation, or even in thought. Your energy stands out to them. They may not know why they feel drawn to you, but your presence lingers in their spirit. They're beginning to realize that what they feel is not curiosity, but recognition. Their soul recognizes your light. There's a sense of awakening within them, a stirring that has grown stronger with each passing day. The angels are showing that this person is being guided to release the fears that once held them back. Fear of rejection, fear of not being ready, fear of vulnerability. They are remembering that love is not meant to be perfect, it's meant to be honest, patient, and kind. John 4:7 says, "Beloved, let us love one another, for love is from God, and everyone who loves has been born of God and knows God." The angels say this connection is a reflection of divine love. It's not about possession, it's about purpose. You and your soulmate were meant to help each other evolve, to reflect God's grace in each other's lives, and to remind one another of the power of unconditional love. Your soulmate has moments of deep emotion lately, moments that make them stop and think of you without understanding why. They might be out in nature, listening to music, or simply sitting in silence, and suddenly your energy washes over them. It's not imagination, it's divine connection. Heaven is allowing them to feel your spirit so they'll recognize you instantly when the time comes. For many of you, this person is already in your world in some way, but they've been hiding their feelings behind logic or circumstance. They may have convinced themselves that it's not the right time, or that you wouldn't feel the same. But heaven is saying that those thoughts are being replaced by divine courage. This person is beginning to see that destiny cannot be avoided. The angels reveal that your soulmate's next move will shock you because it will come unexpectedly. You may receive a message, a call, or an invitation that feels out of the blue. It could happen through a chance meeting or a random reconnection that seems orchestrated by something greater. The angels say, "Be ready, because when it happens, you will know." It's important to stay grounded in faith as this unfolds. Don't question or overthink. Trust that God knows what He's doing. Sometimes love appears in moments that seem ordinary, but those ordinary moments are where miracles often hide. Philippians 1:6 says, "He who began a good work in you will carry it on to completion until the day of Christ Jesus." The angels remind you that this connection is part of that divine work. It's not random, it's purposeful. You and your soulmate have both been walking individual paths that were never meant to be isolated. Each step, each challenge, has been shaping you for this union. The angels are showing that your soulmate's spirit has been restless lately. They've been feeling like something in their life is missing, even though everything looks fine from the outside. What they're feeling is divine calling. Heaven is gently nudging them to move, to reach out, to travel, to take that leap of faith that will lead them to you. They might not even realize it yet, but their steps are being divinely guided toward alignment. The energy of divine movement is strong around them now. Doors are closing in their life, not as punishment, but as direction. People, situations, and opportunities that no longer align are being cleared away. That's because God is making room for something new, and that something new is the chapter that begins with you. Ecclesiastes 3:1 says, "To everything there is a season and a time for every purpose under heaven." The angels say your love story is entering its season. The seeds have been planted, the prayers have been spoken, the tears have watered the soil. Now, it's time for the harvest. What you've been waiting for is already growing beneath the surface. Beloved, your soulmate's thoughts have shifted. They're not just wondering about you. They're longing for peace, for partnership, for home. They want something that feels divinely aligned. And though they might not have said it yet, their heart already knows you're connected. Heaven is showing that this person has moments of emotional clarity where your image comes to mind. In those moments, they feel warmth in their heart and calm in their soul. That's divine confirmation. The angels are also saying that for some of you, the person you least expect will express how they feel soon. You may be shocked at who God has chosen, but when you look deeper, you'll see that it makes perfect sense. This person carries qualities you've been praying for, not just kindness or faith, but strength, humility, and spiritual awareness. They are not coming to take from you, but to build with you. Your soulmate has gone through storms that prepared them to love you correctly. They faced loss, regret, and awakening. Each challenge they endured was heaven's way of refining them, removing pride, fear, and distraction. They had to experience what love isn't before they could recognize what love is. Psalm 126:2 says, "Then our mouth was filled with laughter, and our tongue with songs of joy." The angels say joy is returning to your love life. The same joy you've prayed for in tears is now being restored. You will laugh again, you will feel again, and you will love again. But this time, without fear. This soulmate connection isn't just about romance. It's about divine assignment. You were both created to help each other fulfill a spiritual mission. Together, you'll bring healing to others simply by existing in harmony. Your love will radiate faith and hope. It will remind others that miracles still happen, that divine timing is real, and that love can be sacred when God is at the center. Beloved, the angels say your job now is simple. Stay open, stay faithful, and stay expectant. Do not let the past make you cynical. Do not let fear convince you that what's coming isn't possible. You are standing at the doorway of a divine meeting, and heaven wants you to walk through with a heart full of trust. Your soulmate's courage is growing stronger by the day. Soon they will make their move. They will express what they feel, even if they struggle to find the right words. Their actions will speak louder than anything else. They will show up. They will be consistent. They will bring calm where others brought confusion. Ephesians 3:20 says, "Now unto him who is able to do immeasurably more than all we ask or imagine, according to his power that is at work within us." The angels say your love story is about to become that immeasurably more. It's going to exceed your expectations because it's being written by divine hands. When this connection begins to unfold, remember to stay humble, grateful, and prayerful. Don't question the blessing. Embrace it. God has not forgotten you. The universe has not overlooked you. Everything you've walked through has been preparing you for this moment. Your soulmate is almost here, beloved. They are listening to the same divine whisper that brought you to this message. Their spirit is awakening. Their steps are being ordered. Their eyes are beginning to open. Heaven is saying that you will not miss each other. It's already written. Before we move to the next revelation, where the angels will show how to recognize the final signs right before your soulmate steps into your life, take a moment right now to write "blessed and ready" in the comments. This is your declaration of faith. You are telling heaven that you are ready for what is meant for you. And if this message has touched your heart, please take a moment to like this video and subscribe to Sacred Echoes if you haven't yet. Make sure to click the notification bell so that you don't miss the next divine message prepared for you. Beloved soul, the angels are smiling over you right now. They're saying that your heart is finally ready to receive what heaven has been preparing all along. The journey you've walked was never in vain. Every lesson, every moment of waiting, every prayer whispered in faith has led you right here, to this revelation. Your soulmate's identity is being revealed, and soon, you'll understand why God asked you to trust His timing. This is your season of divine alignment. Everything that once felt uncertain is beginning to make sense. The angels want you to rest in peace, not anxiety. You don't have to chase what's meant for you. You only need to stay open, grounded, and full of faith. What's coming will arrive so effortlessly that you'll know it's heaven's work. Let this message be your confirmation, beloved. The universe is aligning, heaven is moving, and your story is unfolding in perfect rhythm. Your soulmate is closer than you realize, and when they arrive, you'll feel that undeniable peace that says, "This is what I was waiting for." Before you leave this sacred space, take a moment to type "blessed and ready" in the comments below. Let that be your declaration, your way of telling the universe that your heart is open Your faith is strong, and your spirit is ready to receive what God has prepared for you. If this message touched your heart, please take a second to like this video and share it with your friends and family. You never know whose spirit might need this same encouragement today. And don't forget, subscribe to Sacred Echoes and click the notification bell so you'll always be the first to receive these divine messages when they're released. The angels are saying this isn't the end, it's only the beginning. Your journey of love, faith, and purpose is unfolding beautifully. Keep your heart open, keep your faith alive, and come back for more messages like this. Heaven still has more to reveal to you. Until next time, beloved, may you walk in peace, covered by grace, and guided by divine love. Your story is not over. It's just beginning. God bless you always.